Hello students, good morning to all. First of all, I welcome you all in this online session after a long period, that is after 1 week workshop. Till now we have completed our 2 units and from today onwards we are going to start third unit of Principles of Database, which is third semester course. As I told you, rather than our notes and PPT, you can refer these books and softwares or learning websites as a study material. You can see here different reference books and softwares and learning websites. Now, what is our third unit? Title is Database Design Using ER Model. But before that, I want to tell you that till now you all are achieved first 2 course outcomes, that is you all are able to use fundamental concepts of database in database system, and that second course outcome is choose relevant data model to solve a problem. Now our aim is successfully obtain third course outcome, that is you all will be able to develop rational databases using entity relationship modeling approach. But to achieve this course outcome, you are able to perform the following unit outcomes, that is first one, represent identified entities set and their relationship in terms of tables for the given application system. The second one unit outcome is use relevant types of keys to establish the given type of relation between tables. Next one is you all are able to design ER diagram for the given application system. And the last one unit outcome of this unit is identify the shortcomings of ER modeling approach for the given system to resolve it through ER approach, that is enhanced entity relationship approach. If you all are successfully obtain these unit outcomes, then you will achieve our third course outcome, that is develop rational databases using entity relationship modeling approach. In today's session, the contents delivered are as follows: introduction, in that entity, entity set and relationship. First of all, we will see introduction of entities, entity set and relationship. As the the unit third name suggests, it is a database design using ER model. Now, what is database design? Database design is the process of constructing a database structure from user requirements. Database design is the organization of data according to a particular database model. Or you can say database design is a collection of processes that facilitate the designing, development, implementation and maintenance of particular database management system like enterprise. This is about the database design. Now, as per the title of this unit, using ER model, database design using ER model. Now we will see what is ER model. ER model is nothing but entity relationship model, which was proposed by Peter Chain in 1976 to create a uniform convention which can be used for a relational database and network. That Peter Chain aimed to use an ER model as a conceptual modeling approach. This model is high-level conceptual data model diagram. ER modeling helps you to analyze data requirements systematically to produce a well-designed database. The entity relation model represents real-world entities and the relationship between them. It is considered a best practice to complete ER modeling before implementing any database. Now I will tell you few facts about ER diagram model. That is, ER model allows you to draw database design. It is easy to use graphical tool for modeling data. It is widely used in database design. It helps you to identify the entities which exist in a system and the relationship between those entities. And last one is, it is a GUI representation of logical structure of database. An ER model is normally expressed as entity relationship diagram, which is graphical or pictorial representation of an ER model. It is a type of flowchart that illustrates how entities such as people, objects or concepts related to each other within a system. ER data model, in which information stored in the database is viewed as sets of entities and sets of relationships among that entities. This is the overall introduction of database design using ER model. Now let's start the first concept, that is entity. An entity is a thing with distinct and independent existence. Entity can be real world object, either living or non-living, that can be easily identifiable. An entity, you can define entity is an object that exists and is distinguishable from other objects, or you may say it is a definable thing such as a person, or it is an object, or it is a concept, or it is an event that can have data stored about it. There are various examples of entities like customer, student, car, product, teacher, table, fan, chair. These are the few examples of entity. Always remember one thing, that entity is represented by means of rectangle having entity name. Let's take another example. In an institute database, students, teachers, classes, chairs and courses offered can be considered as entities. Entities are having their own properties. Now we will see the second concept, that is entity set. An entity set is a set of entities of the same type that share the same properties or attributes. Or you can say an entity set is, the name suggests set. Set is nothing but a group. It's a group of similar kind of entities. It may contain entities with attributes sharing similar values. Entities are represented by their properties known as attributes. Entity sets need not be disjoint. For example, a person entity could be in both. The customer is also a person and employee is also a person. There are two types of entity set. First one, strong entity set, and second one, weak entity set. Here example of entity set is all customers of bank or all employees of the bank are the entity sets. Set of all persons, set of companies, set of trees, set of holidays are nothing but the examples of entity set. Now we will see in detail what is strong entity set and what is weak entity set. As I told you earlier that entity is represented by means of rectangle. It is known as a strong entity. Strong entity is represented by means of rectangle, but weak entity is represented by means of double rectangle. That is, you can define it. A strong entity set can be defined solely by its own attributes, and weak entity set cannot be uniquely identified by its own attributes alone. This is about the strong and weak entity set. Now we will see two comparative points of strong entity set and weak entity set. Strong entity set, it is an entity set that can be uniquely identified by its attributes alone, and weak entity set is an entity set that cannot be uniquely identified by its attribute alone. Strong entity set, existence of strong entity set is independent, and the existence of weak entity set is dependent upon another entity called as owner entity. Strong entity represented by rectangle symbol and weak entity represented by double rectangle symbol having its name. Strong entity set. In strong entity set, the connecting line of the strong entity set with the relationship is single, but the line connecting the weak entity set for identifying relationship is double. The last one difference is that in the ER diagram, the relationship between two strong entity set shown by using a diamond symbol, but the relationship between one strong and one weak set shown by using a double diamond symbol. This is about difference between strong entity and weak entity set. After the concept of attributes, we will see the examples of strong entity set and weak entity set. Attribute. As I told you, entities are having its own properties, that is called as attributes. Means what? An entity is represented by a set of attributes, that is descriptive properties possessed by all members of entity set. Remember that attributes are nothing but properties or characteristics of the entities. It is represented by means of ellipse or a oval with the attribute name. Here you can see the example of attribute, that is, in this person is an entity which is represented by a rectangle, and that person is having different characteristics, different properties like name, last name, email, phone number. These are the attributes of that person entity, and which are shown by the ellipse. Now we will see the example of strong and weak entity set. The figure shows an example to understand the concept of strong and weak entity set. Here consider following entities, that is entity loan with two attributes, loan number and amount, and second one is entity payment with different attributes like payment number, payment date and payment amount. Here loan could be uniquely identified by loan number, as every loan has a different number just like your roll numbers. Now payment entity, when get in relation with the loan entity, payment number could not identify it uniquely, as payment number may be same for two or more loans. Payment date could be same, as many customers are paying installments on the same date. Payment amount number question may be same for many loan accounts. Thus payment entity does not have any attribute to describe it uniquely. If you combine payment number with loan number, then that installment can be identified. So the payment entity becomes weak entity and loan becomes the owner entity, that is strong entity. That's why here we conclude that loan is a strong entity and payment is a weak entity, and as it depends on loan. Here another one example is that student is dependent. Student dependent. Student is entity, dependent is entity, and the relationship between them is depends. Here the attributes of student are roll number and name, and dependent having attribute name, In this figure, student is a strong entity and dependent is a weak entity as it depends on the students. This is about the strong and weak entity set. Now, the last concept of today's session is a relationship. What is relationship? A relationship describes how two or more entities are related to each other. It is an association among two or more entities. And as usual, the relationship is represented by means of diamond having the relationship name. Here you can see there are two entities, and in that there is a communication, that is association line having a diamond is called as a relationship. There is one example of relationship. Consider the entity of sets customer and account, and the relationship between them is has, that is customer has an account. This is known as a relationship. Here we will take the another example of relationship. Student and course sets has a enrolled relationship. That here student is entity, course is an entity represented by rectangles. Then attributes of student are roll number and name, and attributes of course are CDAC and title. And here the relationship between student and course is enrolled relationship between them. This is known as a relationship between student and course. Now here you can see the real-time example of entity, attribute and relation. Entity, here one car and one student is there. That is person, place, object, event or concept about which data is to be maintained is known as an entity. Example, car and student are there. After that, attribute, property or characteristic of an entity is known as an attribute. Example, the color of car becomes blue, color of car entity, and here the name of student entity is Jack. That is attribute. And there is a relationship between these two, that is car and student having some relation, like blue car belongs to the student Jack. That belongs to is nothing but relationship between car and student. Now what is that relation? It is an association between the instance of one or more entity types is called as a relation. This is all about the today's session. In the next session, we will continue relationship in detail. Thank you so much.